You wake up, just like any other day. Maybe it's the aroma of coffee or the comfort of a quick breakfast to start your morning. But what if I told you that the foods you rely on every day, those simple choices, could be quietly harming your health? That bowl of cereal, the muffin, or even the sausage you've had for years. They might seem harmless, but as we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the very things we've always enjoyed. High blood pressure, heart strain, and kidney stress, all linked to everyday choices. But here's the good news. You don't have to settle for feeling less than your best. Small, simple changes can make all the difference. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could help you take control of your health in a way you never thought possible. Age. When we reach 50 plus, our bodies undergo many changes, both physically and metabolically. One of the most significant adjustments is how we process the food we eat. What may have been a harmless breakfast choice in our younger years can now have a much more serious impact on our health. Processed foods, although quick and easy, often come with hidden dangers, especially for those over 60. Processed foods, in their simplest form, are foods that have been altered from their original state through methods such as freezing, canning, drying, or the addition of preservatives and artificial ingredients. Common examples in many American homes are instant oatmeal packets, sugary cereals, frozen waffles, and packaged pastries. While they may seem convenient and sometimes even nutritious, the truth is that these foods can be silently wreaking havoc on your health over time. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to the things we consume. This is particularly true when it comes to sodium, preservatives, and sugars that are commonly found in processed foods. For someone in their 40s, these ingredients may not pose immediate health concerns. However, by the time you reach your 60s or 70s, your kidneys, digestive system, and cardiovascular health may not be able to process these ingredients as effectively as they once did. This can lead to a cascade of health problems that affect not only your physical well-being, but also your overall quality of life. Let's start with sodium, one of the most common ingredients in processed foods. In a typical instant oatmeal packet, you might find over 200 milligrams of salt. That might seem like a small amount, but consider this. The recommended daily sodium intake for adults is no more than 2,300 milligrams, and the average American consumes more than 3,400 milligrams daily. Excessive sodium in the diet can lead to high blood pressure, which is one of the primary risk factors for heart disease and stroke. For older adults, the kidneys become less efficient at filtering out excess sodium, which means that foods with high salt content can put even more strain on these vital organs. Over time, this strain can contribute to kidney damage, fluid retention, and high blood pressure, all of which increase the risk of more serious conditions. Preservatives are another issue when it comes to processed foods. These chemicals are added to extend shelf life, but they come with their own set of health risks. Many preservatives used in breakfast foods, like nitrates and artificial colors, have been linked to inflammation. Inflammation is a natural response by the body to injury or infection. Still, chronic inflammation can lead to a range of health problems, including arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. As we age, the body's ability to manage and reduce inflammation diminishes, making us more susceptible to these long-term effects. It's important to understand that while preservatives may seem harmless, they can contribute to a slower, more insidious decline in your overall health over the years. Sugar, especially hidden sugar, is one of the most dangerous components of processed foods. Many breakfast cereals, granola bars, and packaged pastries may claim to be healthy. Still, a glance at the label often reveals added sugars or sugar substitutes that can spike your blood glucose levels. After the age of 60, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar decreases, which can lead to insulin resistance. This is a significant contributing factor to the development of type 2 diabetes, a disease that affects millions of older Americans. Research shows that consuming excessive sugar can also accelerate cognitive decline, contributing to conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. This is particularly concerning because many older adults already face challenges with memory and cognitive function. A diet high in refined sugars can worsen these issues, making it harder to maintain mental clarity as you age. Another overlooked problem with processed foods is their lack of essential nutrients. Many pre-packaged breakfast items are stripped of vitamins, minerals, and fiber during processing, leaving behind empty calories. When we consume these foods, we may feel full temporarily, but we're not providing our bodies with the necessary nutrients to stay healthy. This is where the actual danger lies. When we replace nutrient-dense foods with processed options, we create a dietary deficiency that can lead to weight gain, weakened immune systems, and slower recovery from illness. For older adults, this can mean more frequent colds, longer recovery times after surgery, and even the risk of malnutrition if healthy food choices are not prioritized. So, what's the solution? The good news is that making simple, small changes to your breakfast routine can have a significant impact on your health. Instead of grabbing an instant oatmeal packet or sugary cereal, try replacing it with whole grains, such as old-fashioned oats or quinoa, which are high in fiber and low in added sugars. Fresh fruits, such as berries, apples, or bananas, are rich in vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber, helping to stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. Whole grain toast with avocado or nut butter provides healthy fats that can help lower cholesterol and keep you feeling full for a longer period. These alternatives may require a little more time to prepare, but the payoff is well worth it for your health, energy, and overall well-being. As a health expert, I've seen firsthand how diet can impact the aging process. I've witnessed countless patients transform their health simply by deciding to cut back on processed foods and replace them with whole, natural options. It's never too late to start making changes, and you don't have to be perfect. The key is to start small, one meal at a time, and slowly make choices that will benefit your long-term health. It's about finding a balance between convenience and nutrition, something that's sustainable and practical, not just for today, but for the years ahead. Ultimately, as we age, it's more important than ever to be mindful of what we put into our bodies. The choices we make today will shape our health in the future, and simple changes in our diet can be the key to staying healthy, energetic, and vibrant well into our later years. Let's choose wisely, and let our breakfast be the fuel that starts our day, and our journey to better health on the right note. As we age, one of the most significant shifts in our bodies involves how we process sugars. This is something many people don't realize until the effects start to become apparent. For most of us, a little sweetness in the morning seems harmless, whether it's a glass of orange juice, a fruit-flavored yogurt, or even a bowl of cereal that's marketed as healthy. But the truth is, as we grow older, the impact of sugar on our bodies becomes much more pronounced, and the consequences of consuming too much sugar can be more harmful than we ever imagined. Sugar, especially refined and hidden sugar, is one of the most dangerous ingredients in many breakfast foods. It's often tucked away in places we don't expect, making it easy to consume more than we realize. For example, many commercial fruit juices contain sugar in its concentrated form, without the fiber to slow its absorption. The same applies to many store-bought yogurt brands, which may seem healthy, but often contain added sugars and artificial flavorings. Even seemingly innocent breakfast cereals or granola bars often contain a hefty dose of sugar in their ingredient lists. At first glance, these products may seem like a simple way to get the energy needed to start the day, but in reality, they can cause more harm than good. When we consume sugar, our bodies react by releasing insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas that helps regulate blood sugar levels. In our younger years, our bodies are generally able to handle this spike in sugar with ease, as insulin works effectively to bring our blood sugar levels back down. However, as we age, our body's sensitivity to insulin decreases, leading to what's known as insulin resistance. This means that the pancreas has to work harder to produce more insulin to manage the sugar in our bloodstream. This chronic overproduction of insulin can eventually lead to type 2 diabetes, a condition that affects millions of older adults in the United States. What makes the situation even more concerning is that the body's ability to handle sugar diminishes over time. After the age of 60, insulin resistance becomes more pronounced, and our pancreas becomes less efficient at managing blood sugar levels. This makes it even easier for our blood sugar to spike after consuming sugary foods, only to crash a few hours later, leaving us feeling fatigued, hungry again, and reaching for more sugary foods to get that quick energy boost. This cycle of sugar spikes and crashes is not only exhausting, but can lead to a range of long-term health issues, including weight gain, cardiovascular problems, and nerve damage. Another critical aspect of excessive sugar consumption is its impact on cognitive health. Research has shown a strong link between high sugar intake and cognitive decline, particularly in older adults. Chronic high blood sugar levels can increase inflammation in the brain, which is believed to be a significant factor in the development of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. This is especially concerning for people over the age of 60, who are already at a higher risk of cognitive decline. The constant presence of sugar in the bloodstream can disrupt brain function and lead to memory problems, mood swings, and even depression. The idea that sugar could directly affect your ability to think clearly and retain memories is troubling, but it's a reality that many older adults face. One of the most overlooked dangers of sugar consumption is its contribution to inflammation. Inflammation is a natural process that helps our bodies heal from injuries and infections. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, it can lead to a range of health issues, including joint pain, heart disease, and diabetes. When we consume high amounts of sugar, it triggers an inflammatory response in the body. Over time, this can have a significant impact on our joints, leading to conditions such as arthritis, and also affecting our cardiovascular health. For older adults, chronic inflammation can exacerbate existing conditions, prolong recovery from illnesses, and negatively impact overall mobility and quality of life. So, what can we do about this? The good news is that we have the power to take control of our sugar intake, and even small changes can make a huge difference in our health. The first step is to begin reading labels carefully. Many foods that claim to be healthy or natural can still be packed with hidden sugars. Instead of reaching for a sugary granola bar or cereal in the morning, try opting for fresh fruits that naturally contain sugar, but also come packed with essential vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. Fresh berries, apples, or bananas are great options that provide a natural sweetness without the harmful effects of refined sugar. Pairing these fruits with a serving of Greek yogurt or sprinkling them with cinnamon can help stabilize your blood sugar and keep you feeling full for longer. Another great alternative is to switch from drinking fruit juices to whole fruits. Whole fruits contain fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, thereby reducing the spike in blood sugar that often occurs when drinking juice. In addition, whole fruits provide a much more balanced range of nutrients, including fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are essential for overall health. Starting your day with a whole food breakfast, such as oatmeal topped with fresh fruit, nuts, and seeds, can provide lasting energy and improve overall blood sugar regulation. While it's important to reduce sugar intake, it's also crucial not to focus solely on cutting out sugar, but to focus on making the right food choices. A diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods that are naturally high in fiber, protein, and healthy fats can help the body regulate blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of developing insulin resistance and other chronic diseases. Foods like whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats from sources such as avocados, olive oil, and nuts can support overall health and help ensure that your body functions optimally as you age. In conclusion, the impact of sugar on our health, especially as we age, cannot be overstated. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at managing sugar, which increases our risk of developing severe conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. However, by making mindful choices about the foods we consume, starting with reducing added sugars and opting for whole, nutrient-dense foods, we can not only avoid the harmful effects of sugar, but also improve our overall health and well-being. It's not about eliminating sweetness. but about finding a healthier, more sustainable way to nourish our bodies, allowing us to enjoy a vibrant, active life well into our golden years. As the body ages, one of the most significant changes involves how we metabolize fats. While fats are an essential part of a balanced diet, the types of fats we consume can significantly impact our cardiovascular health, particularly as we age. Among the fats, saturated fats found in animal products and processed foods are particularly concerning. These fats, commonly found in red meat, butter, bacon, and many baked goods, can have a long-term negative impact on heart health, and their effects become even more pronounced as the body ages. Saturated fats are notorious for raising levels of LDL cholesterol, often referred to as bad cholesterol. This can lead to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. As a result, the arteries become narrower and stiffer, which makes it more difficult for blood to flow freely. As the body ages, the natural elasticity of the arteries decreases, making the impact of consuming too many saturated fats even more hazardous. The narrowing of the arteries, combined with the natural stiffening of the blood vessels, puts tremendous stress on the heart and increases the likelihood of cardiovascular problems such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and even strokes. Let's consider the case of Robert, a 68-year-old man who had been eating a high-fat diet for most of his life. He loved his daily breakfast of bacon and eggs and didn't think much about the impact it might have on his health. As he entered his 60s, Robert began to notice he was getting winded more easily and felt tired much more often. After a routine checkup, his doctor informed him that his cholesterol levels were dangerously high and he was at significant risk for a heart attack if he didn't make changes to his diet. Robert's situation is a common one. Many older adults don't realize how the cumulative effect of consuming saturated fats over the years can silently build up and cause serious heart problems later in life. The harm caused by saturated fats isn't limited to just raising cholesterol levels. These fats also promote inflammation in the body, which is another significant risk factor for heart disease. Inflammation is a natural response that the body uses to protect itself from injury and infection. However, chronic inflammation is detrimental to the body. When inflammation persists over time, it damages the blood vessels, accelerates plaque buildup, and increases the likelihood of blood clot formation. For older adults, chronic inflammation already poses a significant challenge, as the body becomes less efficient at managing it as we age. Consuming too much saturated fat exacerbates this issue, contributing to a higher risk of heart disease and other cardiovascular complications. Another critical issue with consuming saturated fats over time is their role in weight gain, particularly in the form of visceral fat. Visceral fat, which is fat stored around the organs in the abdomen, is linked to an increased risk of heart disease and other chronic conditions. This type of fat releases inflammatory chemicals that further contribute to the narrowing of the arteries and increased blood pressure. The more visceral fat a person carries, the greater the strain on their heart. For older adults, this weight gain is even more concerning because it not only increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, but also affects overall mobility and the ability to stay active. The good news is that it's never too late to make changes. Reducing the intake of saturated fats and replacing them with healthier fats, such as those found in avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds, can have a significant impact on heart health. These unsaturated fats help to lower LDL cholesterol levels and increase HDL cholesterol, which is known as good cholesterol. By making simple changes, such as substituting olive oil for butter or opting for nuts over fatty meats, you can help protect your heart and reduce inflammation throughout the body. For example, instead of the usual breakfast of bacon and eggs, try a whole grain toast with mashed avocado or a healthy smoothie made with nuts and berries. These choices provide healthy fats that nourish the body without the harmful effects of saturated fats. Just by replacing some of the saturated fats in your diet with healthier alternatives, you can see significant improvements in your heart health and overall well-being. It's a simple shift, but one that can make a world of difference over time. For instance, take Carol, a 70-year-old woman who decided to replace her daily croissants and butter with a whole-grain toast topped with avocado and tomatoes. Within just a few months, she noticed that her energy levels had improved, and her cholesterol levels had also decreased. She felt more active, and her doctor was impressed by the positive changes. Carol's story is a testament to the fact that small, manageable changes in our diet can have a profound impact on heart health, regardless of our age. In conclusion, as the body ages, the risks associated with consuming too much saturated fat become more severe. Saturated fats can raise LDL cholesterol, contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries, and trigger inflammation, all of which put tremendous stress on the cardiovascular system. However, by making simple changes to your diet, such as replacing saturated fats with unsaturated fats, you can reduce your risk of heart disease, lower inflammation, and improve your overall health. It's never too late to start making heart-healthy choices. By doing so, you can enjoy a longer, more active life while reducing the risk of serious health problems as you age. As we age, the importance of maintaining a healthy diet becomes more evident. One of the most crucial meals of the day, breakfast, plays a significant role in determining how we feel and function throughout the day. For older adults, the foods we choose for breakfast can either set us up for a productive day or leave us feeling sluggish and fatigued. Over time, making small but impactful changes to your breakfast can lead to substantial improvements in your overall health, energy, and quality of life. Many people, especially those in their 50s and 60s, tend to rely on quick and convenient breakfast options, such as sugary cereals, pastries, or processed foods. While these options may be easy to prepare, they can be detrimental to your long-term health. High in sugar and refined carbohydrates, these foods can cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, leaving you feeling tired and irritable. Moreover, over time, a diet high in these types of foods can increase your risk of chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and obesity. However, the good news is that making healthier breakfast choices doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. A slight shift towards nutrient-dense, whole foods can have an enormous impact on your energy levels, metabolism, and overall well-being. For example, swapping sugary cereals for oatmeal made from entire oats can provide lasting energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Oatmeal is an excellent source of soluble fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar levels and improves heart health by reducing cholesterol levels. Topping your oatmeal with fresh berries, nuts, or a spoonful of flax seeds can add antioxidants, healthy fats, and additional fiber, further enhancing its health benefits. Another excellent breakfast option is a smoothie made from greens, fruits, and a source of protein. For example, blending spinach or kale with a banana, almond milk, and a scoop of protein powder or Greek yogurt can provide a nutrient-rich start to your day. The greens offer vital vitamins and minerals, while the protein helps build muscle and keeps you feeling full longer. This type of breakfast is particularly beneficial for older adults, as it supports muscle maintenance and provides a steady source of energy throughout the morning, without the quick spike and crash associated with sugary foods. For those who prefer a more savory option, a simple whole grain toast with avocado and a poached egg is an excellent choice. Whole grains provide fiber and complex carbohydrates, while avocados are rich in healthy fats that support brain and heart health. The poached egg adds high-quality protein, which is essential for muscle repair and maintenance as we age. This meal is not only satisfying but also provides a balanced combination of macronutrients that help regulate blood sugar levels, boost metabolism, and enhance overall vitality. The benefits of adopting a healthier breakfast routine are far-reaching and can significantly transform the way you feel each day. For instance, consider the story of Elaine, a 67-year-old woman who struggled with fatigue and weight gain for years. Her typical breakfast consisted of a sugary cereal and a cup of coffee. After learning about the benefits of healthier breakfast options, Elaine decided to make a change. She replaced her cereal with a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh fruit and nuts. Within a few weeks, she noticed a significant increase in her energy levels. She no longer felt the mid-morning slump that had been a daily struggle. Elaine also found that she was able to maintain a healthier weight, as the high fiber content in her new breakfast helped her feel fuller for longer, reducing unnecessary snacking throughout the day. Similarly, Jim, a 72-year-old man, struggled with high cholesterol and joint pain. After making minor adjustments to his diet, including switching to a breakfast of avocado toast with a poached egg, Jim saw remarkable improvements in his cholesterol levels. His doctor noticed a significant decrease in his LDL cholesterol, and he reported feeling less stiffness in his joints. These improvements were a direct result of the healthy fats from avocados and the protein from eggs, both of which are known to support heart health and reduce inflammation. Jim's experience highlights how a simple change in breakfast choices can lead to dramatic improvements in overall health. The science behind these benefits is rooted in how our bodies process food and how different nutrients affect our health. For instance, fiber-rich foods like oatmeal and fruits help regulate blood sugar levels, preventing the harmful spikes and crashes associated with high-sugar foods. Protein, found in eggs, yogurt, and legumes, is essential for maintaining muscle mass, which naturally decreases as we age. Healthy fats, such as those found in avocados and nuts, support brain function, reduce inflammation, and help control cholesterol levels, all of which are vital for heart health. Making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire breakfast routine overnight completely. Begin by swapping one unhealthy item for a healthier option. If you're used to eating sugary cereal, try replacing it with oatmeal or a smoothie. If you enjoy toast with butter, try spreading avocado on whole grain toast instead. The key is consistency. By incorporating more whole, nutrient-dense foods into your breakfast, you'll start to feel the positive effects in both your physical and mental health. In conclusion, a healthy breakfast is more than just fuel for the body. It is a foundation for maintaining energy, health, and vitality as we age. By making simple changes, such as opting for whole grains, fruits, healthy fats, and protein-rich foods, you can enhance blood sugar regulation, improve heart health, and boost overall well-being. These small, sustainable changes not only make a significant difference in how you feel each day, but also help to prevent chronic conditions and improve your quality of life. So, take the first step today and give your body the nourishment it deserves. Your future self will thank you. In summary, your breakfast choices can have a significant impact on your long-term health, particularly as you age. By replacing processed, sugary options with wholesome, nutrient-dense foods like oats, fresh fruits, and healthy fats, you can stabilize your blood sugar, improve heart health, and boost your energy throughout the day. These small changes will not only help you avoid chronic conditions like diabetes and heart disease, but also support your mental clarity and overall vitality. The key lesson here is that even minor, consistent improvements in your morning routine can lead to significant health benefits over time. Now, it's your turn to take action. Start by making one healthy change in your breakfast routine today and see how your body responds. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit that subscribe button and share it with others who may benefit. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one change you're making in your breakfast habits? Don't forget to explore our other videos for more valuable tips on maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Thank you for listening to our story. We wish you a day filled with good health and happiness.